Hey guys, it's Stephen here, back with part 3 of 24 of my massive player review of the 2018-19 season, the season where we won 4 trophies, if you include the Community Shield. But we did the domestic treble, something that's never been done before, and I'm going through all the players one by one. If you're watching this, it might mean you've watched the Edison video and the Muric video, and there's loads more to come after this, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. But today we're going to talk about Bravo, which is a bit weird, but I want to be thorough. I want to make sure we cover everyone because I just do in general. I want to talk a bit about Claudio Bravo and where he stands at Manchester City. Now, we can't really give his season a score. I'll say that immediately because he didn't play any football whatsoever. Obviously, he got a huge injury at the start of the season. I think he ruptured his tendon or something like that, Achilles tendon, which basically ruled him out for the season, which was a bit of a shame because last season, he was pretty good. He made a bit of a redemption arc in the cup competitions. Obviously, he wasn't number one given Edison's brilliance. But last year, he made a nice rep with himself and basically undone a lot of bad feelings towards him from the first season as he led us to the Carabao Cup and all that. But it basically looks like he could be out on the way out in the summer. He might stay. He might stay as number 2. It might make sense because I guess he's 36 now. City might not want to keep Muric around as the second choice, as discussed in the Aaron Muric video, because he's too good to hang around and do absolutely nothing. Muric is at the age now, and he's good enough to be playing regular football. I suspect he'll go back on loan to one of the feeder clubs. He was at loan, obviously, at NEC Brady beforehand, but got called back very quickly to be our second choice keeper. And I suspect he'll do the same next season. If it's not NEC, maybe Toulouse, maybe Girona, who knows? He'll go somewhere anyway, and rightfully so. Which leaves Claudio Bravo. Now, logic dictates that he will move on, but he also might decide that he just likes his lot in Manchester. He might think, you know what, I'll be number 2 next season. I'm getting to the point now where I can probably just sit there. My family is settled, that kind of stuff, and just live my life in Manchester and get on with it. And maybe at some point I'll be a coach. I'm around Guardiola, one of the best coaches in world football, and maybe I could learn a lot from him. And that would also make a lot of sense at the same time. Though there are rumours about Zach Steffen coming in. Which will also be a very able backup from what I've seen of him. I don't know much about Zach Steffen, who really does unless you watch the MLS, which I don't, I'll be honest. But if he does come in, Zach Steffen, it feels weird to have 3 keepers like that. 3, not senior keepers, but you know what I mean. Steffen and Bravo obviously would both be expecting to be the number 2, and he'd have 3, there, and it'll be a bit messy, basically. For Bravo, to me, I've got a feeling he'll be here next season as our number 2. I'm not expecting him to play very often, but it just seems to make sense the more I think about it. We're seeing very little noise about the idea of him leaving. Obviously, as well, he's been slowly getting back to fitness, and he seems to be involved in the title celebration, so it looks nice to see him there looking positive once again. I've got a feeling he's going to stay. Now, obviously, there isn't much more to say other than that about Bravo, but I thought he was worth a video because he's part of the squad, essentially, and I think he will be here next season. No score for him, but there are scores for Edison and Muric, so go check that out as well. The next video after this will be about Kyle Walker. Hope you're enjoying this series as ever. Part 3 of 24. Why did I agree to do this? I'm an absolute idiot, but I'm going to get through them all as well. I want to say thank you as ever to these guys here, my patrons. Patreon.com/Esteemed Kompany if you want to get involved. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go and check out the rest of the videos I've done so far as well. It's going to be absolutely loads more. Another 21 after this, I think, and then a Guardiola review, and then a season review, and all that kind of stuff. Right, see you in a bit.